Hey guys, in today's video we're going to be doing a modification to this Casio AE-1200. Better known as the Casio Royale, I recently made a video on this, links to the iCards somewhere in one of these corners. I've been wearing it for a few days now and I'm absolutely in love with it, so I decided finally to make this video on easy modification with the Goo Gone and some Q-tips. Of course, there are many other modifications that you can do to this thing, like replacing the case. They do make an aftermarket aluminum or I believe steel case with a different band, also different colors if you would like. So I bought this bottle of Goo Gone for about $5 USD, and of course Q-tips you can probably find around the house or buy them for a few dollars at the store. Let's go over to the workbench and I'll show you step by step what to do. So now we are at the workbench. So basically what we are going to be doing to this watch is removing all this unnecessary information: world time, illuminator, WR, water resistance 100 meters, 5 alarms, 10-year battery. It's going to be using the Goo Gone and Q-tips and just rubbing it off. Now to get those little letters on the inside you will have to open it, but if you don't feel comfortable opening it, you can just remove world time and illuminator. Still make a pretty big difference, but in this video I will show you taking it off and getting all those letters off too. So grab your Goo Gone and maybe a small container or you could just use the lid is what I'm gonna be doing. There you go. Let's try not to make a mess, which is of course absolutely impossible here. If you're just gonna be taking off these letters right here, you don't really have to take off the wristband, but I feel like it would be easier if you did. So grab like one of these tools. I'll leave an Amazon link down below if you're interested in getting these. Make sure you don't lose that spring bar after you do that. It's as simple as grabbing a Q-tip, soaking it in some Goo Gone, and you just start rubbing. There you go, we're making some progress here. After this is about 1 minute and 30 seconds of scrubbing. I would say the key here is to make sure you apply pressure and a back and forth motion, and you should get the best results. Now we're doing the same thing we did here up here, and we're going to be using the other side of the Q-tip as this side is kind of dirty. Of course, if you see any black lines, you're gonna want to come back in there and wipe it down. Just give it one more pass through. And there you go, already a big difference to the look of the watch. Very nice. So now the next step is we're gonna have to take off the back cover by unscrewing these 4 screws. I'm just going to be using my iFixit toolkit, using a bit PH000. And there you go. Make sure to stay organized and don't lose those screws. The back plate should just come off. Like so. I'm gonna grab some tweezers and I'm gonna take off this O-ring seal. Make sure you put this somewhere safe, but this is what helps it have the 100-meter water resistance. Now let's take off this. Just gonna use the end of this right here. gently pry up and out. And there you go. That's out. Set that aside. And without touching the glass, just gonna want to pry up just like so. And there you go. It is out. Just so no debris and dust falls in, I'm gonna put back the back cover and just set it aside as is. Now we're gonna be starting to work on the bezel, starting with the 10-year battery life. Same process, of course. Grab a new Q-tip, soak it in some Goo Gone, and start scrubbing. As you can see, we're making some progress. And there you go. Completely gone. Now let's do this 5 alarm. Making good progress, but you want to really be careful not to get too close to here so you don't start to wipe off the seconds right here. And there we go. Now the WR100M. And there you go, guys. Literally took me about 10 minutes worth of work, $5 worth of Goo Gone, and a few bucks worth of Q-tips. Well, these were free because I have them at home, and I got a really nice outcome. Now I'm just gonna rinse it off with some tap water just to get that residue off. And there you go. As you can see, there are some sort of like scuff marks right here where I might have applied too much pressure, but I'm not really sure. You really only see it when it's in direct light, but it really doesn't look that bad. I've heard of people actually cutting these 2 bars out, but I don't know how good it would look. Some people even put some sort of like Polaroid filter on there. Now the reassembly process is the same way you took it apart. Alright, now that we have it all back together, make sure that everything works. Pressing through all the modes. It did make a huge difference, and you really can't see those scuff marks through the glass. This is a really fun and easy mod that you can do to it. Now putting back the wristband is as easy as putting the spring bar, aligning it, until you hear that click. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'll leave an Amazon link to some Goo Gone if you're interested in pursuing this project. and a little spring bar tool. Also in the description is the channel's Instagram page. Make sure to go follow that and subscribe here. Like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.